evening and welcome to Abidjan. Welcome to the Ivory Coast, the host of the 2013 African Championships of Basketball. This is AfroBasket 2013. It is game day 9 here in the Palais des Sports in the Treichville neighborhood of Abidjan. It's quarterfinals day, and we are bringing you the fourth and final game. Today, we've seen Angola versus Morocco, Cape Verde versus Egypt. We just finished the hosts of the Ivory Coast as they won comfortably against Cameroon. And now the evening game features Senegal versus Nigeria. My name is Liam Canny. I'm joined by Lloyd Gardner. And Lloyd, this is a Senegal lineup you see before you, which is extremely powerful and extremely athletic.
That's right, Liam. They're the one team in the competition, really, that can overpower Nigeria if they choose to do so. But unfortunately for Senegal, that has not been the case. They have failed to put their authority on any team they've played against, and you would not believe that this is a team that actually has had more rebounds from the opposition than they have collected themselves. They have 7 players over 2 meters tall in this lineup. They start 2 players over 2 meters 10, but still the areas where you think they would dominate games, offensive rebounding, points in the paint, shooting percentage, are still not high for them.
Here's a Nigeria team which can match up with them physically and athletically, but Nigeria have the Achilles heel, Lloyd, in the fact that they only have 9 fit players. They have 2 injuries and 1 player who wasn't declared eligible for the tournament.
That's right, but in many ways the way they've played so far has been an advantage. Having that short rotation hasn't seemed to hamper them at all because they have been in fantastic form. They are unbeaten. They've already defeated Cameroon, who we just saw take the Ivory Coast relatively close, so they are one of the favourites without a doubt.
Well, the players will take their spot on the floor. As you see, Olade Aminu come out for Nigeria. And, as is the custom here in these African Championships, we will pause and honor the national anthems of Nigeria and Senegal. This is the continent of Africa's premier basketball competition. Du Sénégal.
Merci. Hymne national du Nigeria. Merci. Échange de fanions, suivi de la lecture du message de l'ONU.
Well, there certainly will be a lot of green in the arena. Nigeria wear green and white, Senegal green and yellow. We're going to continue to pause here as the 2 captains will deliver a message about the Protect the Basket campaign to stop the spread of AIDS throughout the continent of Africa.
AfroBasket 2013. Protect the basket pledge. We athletes participating in the 2013 AfroBasket appeal to our teammates, friends, and young fans throughout Africa to celebrate life and support UNAIDS. Protect the basket campaign so as to achieve zero new infections, zero discrimination, and zero AIDS-related deaths. Thank you.
So just still a few minutes from tipping it off here in the Palais des Sports as the players will go through their last warm-up. Get a look here at the starting five for Senegal. It's Pap Badji and Hamadi Ndiaye. The two twin towers will start inside for the Senegalese. And Lloyd, you're right, they're not brilliant at pressing their advantage, but Senegal did a much better job getting after the boards in their previous game.
They certainly did. It was a very difficult game for them as well, the game against Rwanda, because Rwanda just stood there and watched them play. Very difficult to play against that. Senegal don't have a team full of great shooters, so it'll be interesting to see, because Nigeria may do something similar as we look at the injured duo there for Nigeria. Richard Aruche on the left, and then Andy Ogijide on the right. And then we have a look at the starting lineup for Nigeria. No major surprises. That long front three of Ike Diago and the two Amino brothers, and Stanley Okoye, the man that had a fantastic game yesterday night, or excuse me, 2 nights ago, with a career high 29 points in 31 minutes.
Okoye had 22 points at halftime against Rwanda. I beg your pardon, against the Central African Republic. The Nigerians won comfortably 112-75. You saw Coach Ayo Bakari, who has been at the helm of the Nigeria team for several years now. Nigeria come into the game with a 4-0 unblemished record. They finished the first position in Pool D. And in the 8 finals, they beat the Central African Republic. As for Senegal, they finished in the 2nd position in Pool A. 3-1 is the record they have now. They beat Rwanda in the 8 finals, and the only team they lost to, Lloyd, was a strong Ivory Coast team.
That's absolutely right. It's been an up-and-down tournament for Senegal, really. They were handed a convincing loss by the Ivory Coast in a very emotionally charged game of packed arena, as we just saw for the last one. And since that point, they've played better basketball. Their decision-making's been better. The patience on the offensive end has definitely been better. But the opposition they've faced hasn't been anywhere near as good. So it's going to be interesting to see, can they increase that even more? Or is it just a blip and they're going to struggle against Nigeria? Because, you know, for a team, we talk about Senegal trying to impose their physical authority. Nigeria is a team that does impose their physical superiority. You know, they lead the tournament in field goal percentage, they lead the tournament in points scored, they lead the tournament in rebounding. So they're the areas you would expect Senegal to be up challenging with. Unfortunately, Senegal ranked 6, 13 and 11 in those 3 categories. So that's the difference between the two teams. Nigeria have that front line that actually produces, that actually does the things you want Senegal to do.
This is a Nigeria team that has 5 players that average in double digits. Ike Diogu, probably their most talented player. He averages 21.5 points per game. And Stanley Okoye averages 13.5 on the strength of his fine performance against the Central African Republic. By contrast, Senegal have only 2 players in double digits. Mohamed Faye with 10.8 points per game. And Lloyd, we're waiting for Mohamed Faye to break out. He was the leading scorer in the African Championships in 2011 with 21 points per game. He's been a shadow of himself in these championships. There's Ike Diogu, Lloyd, a player who can score on the inside or on the outside.
Oh, Diago, as you see, the tournament's leading scorer, fantastic inside-outside player. He has the power game, he has the finesse, he has the skills, he has the entire offensive package, but he hasn't gone up against anyone with the length and the size of this Senegalese front line. For Senegal, there's the man who's their leading scorer, Malade Ndoye. Great 3-point threat, great shooter off the bench for the Senegalese.
So we're just a couple of seconds from tipping it off here. The 4th and final quarterfinal game. Nigeria are on the floor first. They are in their white uniforms with green trim. And Senegal will come out in their green uniforms. There is Lewis Adams, the smallest guy on the Senegal squad. The white t-shirt, he's cheering on all his teammates as they make their way onto the floor. Adams, we've been impressed with his play. He injects some pace and some intelligence when he comes into the game.
Yeah, I think that, Senegal need to go to him early in this game, see if he can unpick this zone. He likes to press, he likes to push the ball in transition, see if he can get some of these guards in foul trouble. We've talked about the thin lineup for Nigeria. They really have only one guard on the bench, and that is Jason Olasweri. After that, they don't have a lot of other options.
So first possession to Senegal. Nigeria in man-to-man defense. Mohamed Faye with an early touch. Mohamed Faye with a kick to Pop Badji, and Pop Badji from just inside the arc. I didn't know he had that sort of touch from outside.
Well, he's feeling the confidence of his best performance last night. 18 points, 8 rebounds against Rwanda, and he started off well again.
Okoye to the basket. Good drive by Stan Okoye, just couldn't finish it off, but positive play by the Nigerian guard.
And that's the difference, though. Going against Senegal, you have to finish over the long arms of Ndai on the inside. Slightly different than playing against Rwanda.
And Benge to the top of the key. Here's Mohamed Faye up a stagger screen, gets his feet set, lets it fly. Too strong. And
again, the only man rebounding for Senegal was the point guard, Ndoi. Both bigs outside of the key.
Ike Diogo, velvet touch from behind the three-point line, and that is very much part of his game.
Ike Diogo has proved himself, in my opinion, as the most valuable player of this tournament so far. He's done a bit of everything on the offensive end. Really has carried what is a talented Nigerian team.
Faye skips to the lane, he'll kick it out to Ndoi. Ndoi's three finds the mark. Senegal with an early lead, 5-3 here.
Doesn't take a lot of threes. Ndoi usually use that change of pace. This time he goes to the perimeter.
Uzu gonna back it out. Shot clock at 10. He'll use a screen from Diogo. Uzu with an inside-out dribble. Strong move to the basket. Good drive by Ben Uzu.
Yeah, great move from Uzu. Shows the strength that he has. Almost sends you to sleep.
Speaking of sleep, the defense for Nigeria is asleep there as Mohamed Faye gets an easy lay-in.
Yeah, I was saying Uzu, it kind of falls you into a sort of false sense of security. Goes slow, and then all of a sudden he'll have that change of speed that's so dangerous. Doesn't like to shoot the three. Well, this man does. But Uzu will get to the basket and can finish in the paint for a small guard.
He is so languid, isn't he, Uzu? Just very easy on the ball. Boom! He'll blow by you. It's tough to play against. And there's another man who's very tough to play against, Ike Diogo.
And we've seen it all, haven't we? You know, Diogo steps out, shoots the three, and then puts it on the floor to the power drive. That's what he can give you, a bit of both.
Into Diogo in the low post. He'll hand it off to Uzu. Uzu skips along the baseline. Aladi Aminu lays it up and in. Good execution by the Nigerians.
Yeah, nice move for Aminu because there was still work to do. As he called it at the basket, the little fake, the lift of the eyebrows, got the defense in the air.
There's a Benge. Benge glides through the lane. His pass like a pinball bounces out of the paint inside to Badji. Badji with a reverse layup, and he'll draw the first foul against the Nigerians. We're knotted up at 7 each. The foul is on Aladi Aminu. Well, Lloyd, we haven't got the Senegalese cheering section has arrived with their drums. We have not yet seen the Nigerian section arrive. They usually come with a whole horn section. No sign of them yet.
They have been known up to turn up just a little bit late. So maybe they're still on their way. It almost feels quiet in here, even with that loud noise, because of how loud it just was for the previous game.
Ivory Coast fans have filtered out of the arena. Remember the Ivory Coast play? It's a packed house. Booked themselves a passage to the semifinals. Here's Uzu. Picks up the loose ball. Uzu, what a beautiful bounce pass. But Aladi Aminu lost the handle. Great bounce pass by Uzu. Baji lost the handle. Now Farouk Aminu, who's been quiet so far, has the ball. Now Farouk glides to the basket, draws a foul against Hamadi Ndiaye.
Nice move for Farouk Aminu. Gets into the key, hangs in the air. Here we see just a little move of the ball from left to right. Enough to confuse Ndiaye enough. And the foul is called, and Ndiaye's going to have to go to the bench. He's got 2 fouls.
Sar Sene will check in for Hamadi Ndiaye. 2 players with former NBA experience.
Yeah, Sar Sene really was the flavor of the month for a long time in NBA circles. Had a fantastic performance at the Hoop Summit game against the best of American high school players. Really did catch the eye of a number of NBA scouts. Ended up going, I think it was number 9, to the Seattle Supersonics as they were at that time. His NBA career never really panned out the way it was expected, but in that game he made for a name for himself with his shot blocking ability. So we'll see if that's something he can reproduce in this game.
He was indeed drafted by the Supersonics, so he's comfortable wearing green and yellow. Mohamed Fai's shot drops out. Aminu fans out. Diogu had a clean look, decides to put it on the floor. Backdoor cut by Okoye. Okoye goes to the rack, couldn't finish. So explosive is Stan Okoye. And pass ahead to Mbenge. Mbenge can't haul it in.
There's a great backdoor cut, excellent feed from Diogu. Really close to going down from Okoye. That's what an athlete he is. Without a step, just elevates so quickly. That's the way you have to finish against Senegal. And he found that chance.
Diogu tries to get the ball in low post, and some good footwork there by Sar Sene as he gets around Diogu and knocks the ball out of bounds. Good defensive stance by him. Uzo, little runner, up and good, Ben Uzo.
That's where he's so good, getting into the key. Doesn't matter who's in front of him, he can finish over traffic or before he gets to a charge. Ben Uzu's game right there.
Sar Sene spins on Diogu, couldn't finish, did everything right except for the finish. Now, can Nigeria break? What a great catch by Farouk Aminu on the wing. Pass was behind him. Gathers it in. You look at the coaching staff for the Nigerian bench.
Yeah, I would have thought Sar Sene would have been easier dunking than laying the ball up on the opposite end. Farouk Aminu earns himself another trip to the line.
Now Farouk plays for the New Orleans Pelicans, and we've got a few of the Nigerian horns and a few of the Nigerian drums who have found their way to the arena. Ball reversal here from Senegal. Sar Sene, top of the key, loses it. Mbenge. Baji. And Baji started very well. Pop Baji for Senegal with the layup.
Started to find his form in this tournament now, but look at Aminu immediately back. Senegal have to find a way to stop him in transition. I would have thought that would be Mohamed Fai's matchup. If he can't get back in time, somebody else has to help him. It's almost 3 times in a row the ball just goes to Aminu. Aminu puts the head down, drives to the basket, and gets himself to the line.
It is a good matchup for Mohamed Fai. You know, he and Farouk Aminu, similar build, similar stature, similar size. So Aminu drains both free throws. Nigeria with the early lead, 14-10. Fai curls on the screen.
Baji wants it, he's got the mismatch. Now they've recognized. Good kick if it had gone to a Senegalese hand.
Just a little bit rushed there by Pop Baji. He had the mismatch as Stanley Okoye was guarding him. Aminu against 5. He'll give it to his brother. Aladi Aminu goes through the lane, lays it up and in. He won the foul from the referees. It's not coming.
The ability of Ike Diagu to make the jump shot means the defense has to play him honest in that mid-range area. They have to guard him close, and that frees the space for Aladi Aminu.
5 rises for 3. Got it. Mohamed 5 found space and knocked down a 3-point shot.
Good-looking shot. Was given a 2. Foot must have been on the line. A positive start for Senegal. Staying within touching distance. Down just to 4 points.
Ben Uzu passes it through his legs. Very fluid with the ball in his hands is Uzu. He's a new addition to the Nigerian squad. He wasn't with them in the Olympic qualifying in 2012, nor was he with them in the Olympics in London.
Yeah, another player out of the American collegiate system. Ben Uzu went to University of Tulsa. Played 4 years there. Wasn't drafted in the NBA, but he was signed by the New Jersey Nets. A guaranteed season. He had a good year before now moving over to Europe.
Five of these Nigerian players have NBA experience, so they are a talented lineup. And speaking of talented, here comes Gani Lawal, number 10, checks in for Aladi Aminu.
Lawal being one of those players with the NBA experience.
Mohamed 5 gets himself open to the elbow into Baji. Baji spins. This foul going to be against Gani Lawal. Lawal's challenge, Lloyd, is to try and stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, I think for him as well, he's in the game earlier. I think the foul trouble has been a frustration on his part. He hasn't received minutes or touches like he would be hoping. So now, the introduction of him earlier in the game, let's see if he can do a better job.
And that is Malai Ndoye, who checks in for Senegal and makes his medium range jump shot. He is their leading scorer.
Yeah, he's the player we identified before the game. He can change the game, coming off 13 points against Rwanda, 4 of 8 on the 3-point line.
Al-Farouq Aminu powers it up and in as he goes at Mohamed 5. This is Mamadou Ndoye at the point. Mohamed 5 posts up. Turn and face, try and shoot over Al-Farouq Aminu. He can't get it. Gani Lawal with the rebound. Diogu to Al-Farouq Aminu.
Lawal's open in the post and not giving him a look. Instead, Uzu is going to go one-on-one hit. There's the change of speed.
Good play by Uzu. He opens up the jump shot for himself, and he is a very good addition to this Nigerian group that are trying to play themselves to the World Championships.
Yes, he is. A fine player. He's under control. Done a better good job looking after the ball in the last 3 games as well.
Uzu gathers the rebound. Lawal going to come and set a ball screen. Never got there before Uzu gave it up. Olasawere loses the ball. Can Senegal break? What a great pass ahead to Mohamed 5 with the flush. Sarsene, great pass ahead to Mohamed 5.
Great play from Senegal. Working the defense into transition points.
Olasawere, the left-handed shot, up and good. You're right, Lloyd. Ben Uzu has improved. You know, at one stage he had 5 assists per game and 5 turnovers per game, but he's really settled in now to his rhythm in this tournament.
Yes, he did for a short time. He led the tournament in turnovers, but he's done a better job now. He's dropped himself almost out of the top 10.
Sarsene, Diogu with the block. Sarsene stays after it. It won't go. Another tip here. Mohamed Faye to the basket. His shot off the mark. And that is much better from Senegal, getting up to the offensive rebounds. Olasawere lets his three go. It's off the mark. Uzu picks up the long rebound and wants to work some clock here as we approach the end of the first quarter. Five on the shot clock. And that was less good from Ben Uzu there.
Yeah, wasn't good at all. He tried to milk the clock, use it as much as he could, but then just lost it at the crucial time. And for Senegal, you know, that possession there, the one we're seeing, is really sums up their play. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 good looks at the basket, but just not anything coming from it in the end.
Just a couple ticks left. Farouk, can he finish? He's going to throw the runner up. What a great steal by Al Farouk. And had the presence of mind to get the shot up onto the rim before the game clock ran out. Wouldn't fall for him.
Another game, another 25-point quarter for Nigeria. They're just relentless and just putting points on the board. And, you know, we've said Senegal have played pretty well, really, but they're still trailing by 9. And for me, you know, not the last possession, the previous possession really does sum it up. Senegal got on the glass, they got those 2 offensive rebounds, but they failed to find any points from it. It's just, they have to get that production. It's been such a quick first quarter, hardly any misses. That's why we only see, you know, 10 rebounds, but already Nigeria have 7-3 advantage.
It has been a very quick quarter, and you're right, Lloyd, not many rebounds at all. Nigeria have the ability to score, and it's one thing that we saw in the previous game. You know, Cameroon went long stretches without scoring. Never a problem for Nigeria.
Yeah, well, to be fair to Senegal, you know, when Nigeria have only missed 3 shots in the first quarter, there's not a lot of rebounds available for either team at that end of the floor, so that's why Nigeria only have the 1 defensive rebound.
So you are inside the huddle of Coach Sheksar, the coach of the Senegalese team. They're the Nigerian fans, and I think all the horns have arrived. There are about 9 of them, and a big bass drum. It is very loud in the arena. Players must have a hard time communicating. Wow, little running hook, no good. Sarsene claims the rebound. Ibrahima Thomas in for Senegal. They have 4 genuine bigs. Mohamed Faye to Ndoye. Ndoye trying to direct traffic. Here is Mohamed Faye on the wing. Steps back. Off the mark. Sarsene gets the rebound and keeps it alive. Ibrahima Thomas lays it up and in.
Better from Senegal. Sarsene with a great job on the glass. Chased down the rebound, and they got points from second chance points.
Zone defense here from Senegal. What a great pass by Al Farouk Aminu into Ike Diogu. What great vision from him.
Well, he was bouncing back, Aminu, like he was going to go back to the 3-point line, and then just zipped the ball almost from the hip. Flipped it over to Diogu, through about 3 defenders. It was a beautiful pass.
Diogu just couldn't finish it off. So he'll go to the charity stripe. Shoot 2. Lloyd, I think if we didn't have our headsets on, I would literally have to shout at you to convey my message. We're only about 3 feet apart.
Well, a number of the technicians that walk around, they spend the day with earplugs in because of how loud it is in this arena. You know, if you have to stay in it for all this time, really does hurt the ears. Noel picks up his second. Oh no, my mistake, it wasn't given as a foul.
Mohamed Fai moving well off screens. He'll kick it on to Ndoye. Ndoye rises from the elbow, won't go. Sarsene keeps it alive again. So Senegal must have listened to one of your broadcasts, Lloyd, when you challenged him to get up to the offensive glass. Into Thomas in the low block. Thomas going to try and lose Diogo, but he commits to travel.
But two offenses for Senegal, which they fouled there. They fouled on the first one. Great effort from Sene to get the offensive rebound, but then they travel. So the effort from Sene was irrelevant. Doesn't count for anything.
Diogo wouldn't drop for him. And here's Lawal with another foul, and
that is going to be his third. Again, we've got this discrepancy between the scoreboard and the official statistics. Let's confirm this one with the table.
Just two. The table holds up 2 fouls.
Okay. So this time the official statistics are on.
It's Lawal with 2 and Aladi Aminu with 1 on the scoreboard. Right now, Lloyd Gardner is just trying to sort things out with the official statisticians. Fai passing to Sene. Sene to the rim. He won't drop for him. And the Senegalese players, they just lack that little bit of polish inside their post players, Lloyd.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're still young, some of them. You don't appreciate the age of some of these Senegalese players, but you know, it's different to throwing the ball into the hands of Ike Diago. Oh, beautiful finish from Ben Uzu under the basket. Have a look at this one.
Look at that little scoop shot off the window. Beautiful. Graceful move by the Nigerian point guard. Thomas again, jump hook. Nice move by Ibrahima Thomas. Good finish by him inside. Olasawere, top of the key. Over to Al-Farouq Aminu. Al-Farouq Aminu pulls the trigger on a 3. It won't fall. Diogo with a rebound inside. This foul going to go against Senegal. It is on Ibrahima Thomas. Diogo goes to the free throw line, and he is an excellent free throw shooter.
Yes, he is. The one small problem, or the one thing that you could perhaps highlight for Nigeria is the fact that they've made just 17 three-point shots on this tournament. That is the 3rd lowest. Only Algeria and Mali have made less threes than them. And of course includes the fact that Stan Okoye went 4 of 5 last night. And they've made 17 threes, and really only Okoye and Ike Diago have proved they have that 3-point range. So that's the one weakness for Nigeria. If you can shoot them, force them to shoot the 3, they don't often make that many. Unfortunately, they do a very good job of being patient and not rushing to take threes if they don't have to.
Good move by Ndoye. That's what he does very, very well. He loves to sweep and go to the basket. Mamadou Ndoye with a strong finish. We have a Senegalese player on the floor, and I think it is indeed Mamadou Ndoye.
Yeah, it was a great drive. Let's have a look. I think he took a bit of contact on the back of his head.
That is his meat and drink. Is Mamadou Ndoye. He loves to catch and just sweep it and go to the basket. So he's getting some treatment now from the physios, Senegalese physios, and they'll get him on to his feet. Another good look as he elevates, gets it up onto the glass, and it'll drop for him.
He's asking the official how it's not a foul as well. Take a big hit after finishing. But this is going to signify Lewis Adams coming into the game. He's the man we always talk about for Senegal. He gives him a different look. He also frees up Mohamed Faye a lot when he plays the point guard position. It allows Faye to be a scorer. And here is Faye to Adams. Adams gives it back. And the one.
Yeah, this is really smart play by Adams, Lloyd, because he knew he had Al-Farouq Aminu coming behind him. He knew he might not be able to finish, so he gives it to Mohamed Faye. Give it to the 6'10" guy and let him go to the basket.
Absolutely. It's a smart play by Adams. Watch for Adams now. When he's at the point, they'll get stuff in transition because they've pushed the ball. But he, more than any of the other Senegalese guards, plays under control. So if they haven't got anything on that push, he'll happily hold it up, back it out, kick it to somebody else rather than force the action.
Mohamed Faye tips the pass. Farouq Aminu, how did he pick that pass out to his brother? What great vision by Al-Farouq Aminu. He goes baseline and then picks out another treat of a pass to his brother Alade.
Beautiful find for Aminu. He's dropped to number 2 in assists, Al-Farouq, but he's also dropped from number 2 in turnovers down to number 6, so shows you he's looking after the ball better. He hasn't played as much time at point guard position, Al-Farouq Aminu, really. In these last 2 games, there's 2 Senegalese players fight for the rebound.
Well, it might be because Uzu's playing better, isn't he, at the point?
That's the push that we talk about from Adams.
He dies 3 off the mark.
As we say it, Aminu is at the point now.
And another deflection there by Mohamed Faye. He's playing great defense. Mohamed Faye been very active defensively with his hands.
Such long arms, Mohamed Faye. He's always able to get those deflections. And they're allowing the ball to the wing, Senegal, and then forcing it once it gets there, making it very difficult to give it back, rotate it back to the top again. So an interesting tactic, trying to keep the ball on that same side. Means all the defense can force its way over to the middle to help.
Adams had an open look and chose not to shoot it. Here goes Okoye. Okoye with the flush. So explosive off 2 feet. Mohamed Faye to Adams. Inside to Sene. Sene again with a spin and a flush. Well, he missed the last 2 layups, so he said, you know what, I'm just going to cram this one home.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. It's exactly what he should do every time. Sene, his baseline hard. Let's have a look at this. Great spin and a strong finish. Back-to-back spectacular plays, one from each team.
Sarsene can't finish off the 3-point play. He's had very, very good minutes. In this one so far, it's a 6-point lead to the Nigerians. Uzu back in the game. Diogu looking down into Oyediji. Uzu, he loves to throw off that little kind of push shot, or he doesn't really finish it, does he?
Oh, that one was a lot further out than he usually throws. And what a pass, Adams. Beautiful transition basketball, and it was the long pass from Adams. who started it all off. Great vision from him.
There's Okoye. Good pass into Aladi Aminu. Aladi Aminu's jump shot from about 14 feet over the outstretched hand with Sarsene.
Wow. I think Sene could have played much better defense than that. Fai's got the mismatch against Okoye, wants it.
Elbow jump shot. Too strong by Malayan Doi.
Nobody from Senegal challenging for the rebound.
Uzo. That little push shot is patented push. To Okoye on the kick. Stanley Okoye, that is off hard. And Aladi Aminu just takes it away from Ndoye. Mohamed Fai. These are for Adams. Mohamed Fai. Ibrahima Thomas. And just the one green jersey going to backboard for Senegal.
Luckily for them, it's Sarsene who can take on the role of more than one man because he has drawn the foul against Udigi. For the little push, and we're going to have a timeout.
Yeah, we're going to get Pop Badji coming back in for Senegal. That's a good substitution for them. Mohamed Fai, Lloyd, I think he's moving very well without the basketball. Sometimes he's turning clean looks down to try and make something else happen.
Yeah, absolutely. He's played well. Fai got that nice balance, that nice blend between aggressive play, looking for his own shot, yet still running the offense for the team. And I think he's sparked by Adams because Adams looks for Fai. It gives it to him when he's open. In turn, Fai will be unselfish. If you've got a guard, you know, if you're not giving someone like Mohamed Fai as a scorer those touches, what he tends to do then is then, you know, every time he gets it, because he's frustrated they didn't get it before when he was open, he then tries to force the action to get a shot. So you've got to be able, you know, you've got to be happy to give him the ball and trust him that he's going to take good decisions.
Here's Ben Uzu's numbers, 10 points and 4 rebounds. Here's a look at some of his points. He loves this little push shot.
0 turnovers as well for Uzu.
And that was the best finish of them all right there. Inline ball for Senegal. 2:30 to play in the first half. It's been a relatively quick first half. Very few stoppages. Good work into Sarsene.
So Sene needs to possibly kick.
Wow.
Not a great finisher, Sarsene, but that one goes. He got very deep. Play from him.
Aladi Aminu squares up against Pop Badji. Aladi Aminu's shot. Front rim. Okoye's three is on the way. Back rim. Diogo with another offensive rebound. He falls hard.
Good effort from Fai though. To try and get after it. He picks up his second.
Senegal want to burn a timeout here. Trail by 4. Nigeria will have the ball when we come back from the timeout.
Positive first half for Senegal though. Trailing by just 4 points.
Yeah, not just that, but they also, Lloyd, they aren't in any foul trouble to speak of. Either Thomas with 2, Fai with 2. You're a little bit worried about that. And then Hamadi and Dai with 2. So, yeah, it's been a good performance from the Senegalese.
Well, we talked a lot about the way that Senegal used the foul in the early games. I thought they were very poor, especially in the game against the Ivory Coast and in their first game, the win against Egypt. They would foul when they shouldn't and put people to the line who were going to struggle to score, and then alternatively, when they had the chance to foul to stop people from scoring, they failed to use it. Whereas today, as you said, they haven't got anybody in foul trouble. They've only got 14 fouls now, so from now on it will be 2 shots. But we've played 8 minutes of this quarter, so they've resisted from fouling, sending people to the line. They've done a pretty good job there. And one big weakness again is they're getting out-rebounded 17-10. So that is something they've got to continue to look at, continue to fight. Thankfully, Sarsene has 4 of the 10 for Senegal.
Senegal beat Egypt in their opening game by just 2 points, 72-70. They're trying to join them in the semifinals by beating Nigeria here. Aladi Aminu in the short corner, smooth touch.
I think that's such a key against the zone. The short corner area, turning the defense, flattening it out. It's a really powerful weapon if you've got someone like Aladi Aminu who can shoot in that sort of area.
Adams trying to direct traffic here. He wants Baji to flash high. 5. Adams throws up his Ben Uzu runner and got it to fall.
Oh, he shows Uzu how to do it because Uzu was off a couple of times. It was a 1-3-1 look, I think, from Nigeria. So Senegal have that room in the corners. Shooters if they can find it.
Just 1 minute to play here in the first half. Uzu to Diogo. Diogo keeps his pivot foot. Uzu skips a bounce pass to Okoye. Okoye shot clock violation. It doesn't draw the rim. Okoye much better, Lloyd, I think, putting it on the floor and attacking the rim.
Yeah, he shot the ball exceptionally well. In the last game, as we said, the career high, 29 points. And so when you have a game like that, your confidence is high. You believe you could shoot better than you can sometimes. It is, in fact, the 3-2 zone that we're accustomed to seeing from Nigeria.
Faye into the short corner. Good movement by Senegal. And Dye knocks down the 3. Malai Ndoye.
And that is what Ndoye can do. 4 of 8 against Rwanda. He is the one guy with that consistent 3-point range.
Okoye and Uzu play catch on the outside of the zone. Diogo drew the foul against Pop Baji.
It was great defense for 22 seconds for Senegal. Badji just has to have that discipline. That's the type of thing we're talking about. You know, not fouling in situations like that. You play fantastic defense. You force Nigeria into a tough shot. If like Diogo makes it, you say, well done. It's a good shot. We played as good a defense as we can. Instead, you fouled him. You've given him the opportunity to get an easy 2 from the line.
Diogo makes the first, so Senegal will have a shade under 14 seconds to respond. Plenty of time for them to get a basket here as we bring the first half to a close. Diogo shot off the mark. We've got a violation as Aladi Aminu was in too soon. So Senegal with 14 seconds to try to draw level or get ahead. Adams brings it all the way over half court, looking to eye the ball to Ivo Aduzu. 10 to go here in the first half. Man-to-man defense from Nigeria. The screen from Sene. Adams with a spin. Adams throws up the runner. Aladi Aminu with a block. Well, Aladi Aminu went up and made sure Lewis Adams wouldn't convert the last basket of the half. So at the end of the first half and at the end of the Senegalese and Nigerian drums, it's 37-35. Nigeria lead by 2 against Senegal.
Oh, but a very tight game, perhaps, you know, a little unexpected. We talked about the talent you know, that Senegal have, but we really did expect Nigeria to come out, especially after that first quarter. They scored 25 points, they were up 9. You really expected that to be the way the game was going to go, but credit to Senegal. They won that second quarter 19-12, and holding Nigeria to just the 12 points is a very impressive feat. The zone really seems to have helped them.
Here we have a look at the leaders in their respective categories. You wouldn't have thought that Ben Uzu would lead the scoring for Nigeria. That's a major bonus for them. He has double digits.
Yeah, well, what Senegal have done, have managed to keep the ball out of Ike Diago's hands. He's taken just 3 field goals, Diago, and he's made just one of them. So positive, you know, positive zone from Senegal. It really seems to be working for them.
We'll take a break here from the Palais des Sports in Abidjan. Come back and join us in about 10 minutes for a continuing action of Nigeria versus Senegal. Welcome back to the Palais des Sports in the Trècheville neighborhood of Abidjan. It is quarterfinals day here in the 2013 African Championships of Basketball. Lloyd, we've got one more half of basketball in what has been a day full of African basketball.
Yeah, and it's been a fantastic first half. Senegal trailing Nigeria by just 2, but you know, there's a good side and there's a bad side to Senegal. You know, the good point is they've held Al-Farouk Aminu and Ike Diago for just 2 of 7 field goals between the pair of them in the first half. So that's a positive. They've got through the first 20 minutes, done a great job for them. The negative is they've got to do it for another 20 minutes, which isn't very easy. So, yeah, you know, Al-Farouk Aminu just 1 of 4. Ike Diago, as I said before the break, just 1 of 3. So they are 2 key guys for Nigeria. They've been held in check by this Senegalese zone. Be interesting to see whether Senegal changed it at all, starting a man, or just come out, plant the bus, you know, say this is what we're going to do, and see whether Nigeria can adjust.
Yeah, play Rwanda-style defense. Rwanda know they're going to play zone for 40 minutes. Not necessarily a bad option here against this Nigerian outfit. It's Nigeria in the white and Senegal in the green. If you're just joining us, Nigeria come out with the Aminu brothers, Diago, Okoye, and Uzu. For Senegal, it is Sarsene, Pape Badji, Mamadou Ndiaye, Malay Ndiaye, and Mohamed Faye. Sene in a low post. Takes it up, puts it in, and he goes right at Ike Diago.
How good has Sarsene been today? Perhaps the foul trouble to Hamidi Ndiaye has helped Senegal. He went to the bench with 2 fouls in the 3rd minute, and since then, Sarsene has responded. 6 points, 4 rebounds in 16 minutes of time. It's been a fine game for the big man.
Diago with his first foul. Sene with 1 here. And wow, nice touch from the big fella. That was pure as the white driven snow. Okoye, Uzu. And what had happened was Al-Farouk Aminu went to a different spot. Uzu thought he was still in the wing, and he threw the pass to where he thought he was, and he wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, the referee wasn't open as well. The Senegalese fans making a big noise here. Since their team has a chance of an upset, and again they're going to go to Sene. He's fouled.
Foul on Al-Farouk Aminu. So Sarsene been a focal point of the Senegalese offense here in the start of the second half.
A great tactic for them. Hopefully Nigeria will adjust, and then it's up to Senegal to react to that. Will they go elsewhere, or will they have to?
Sarsene shows a beautiful touch from the free throw line for a big fella. All 3 have been nothing but net. And so there's the answer to your question, Lloyd. It's, again, zone defense here from Senegal, 2 consecutive possessions.
Yeah, they've decided this is how they're going to win the game. They're just going to stick in it for these final 20 if they can.
Shot clock at 4. Pass to Aminu. Difficult to handle. I don't think he got it off. He didn't. It looks like a very tired and dejected Nigeria team right now. Ben Uzu's shoulders slumped. Okoye's shoulders slumped. The Senegalese supporting section sees grown in numbers. Mohamed Faye. Badji tries to touch a pass inside.
Oh, great pass.
Uzu, he can't finish with the dunk. Okoye into Aminu. And Al-Farouk puts it up and in, and they spare Ben Uzu's blushes.
A lovely pass in transition to free Uzu. Just threw it over the top. And Let him run onto it.
Sarseni in the low post again. He draws a double team from Aladaminu. Mohamed Fai kicks. And Ndoye's three won't go. Badji with the rebound.
Oh.
What a rejection by Al Farouk Aminu. Okoye to Alani Aminu. Alani Aminu is fouled by Mamadou Ndoye. No, the basket didn't fall, so it's going to be 2 shots for Alani Aminu. So it ends up being a good foul by Mamadou Ndoye. Just his first. Alani Aminu with a chance to knot it up at 40. He misses both, so an excellent foul by Ndoye for Senegal. Badji, good screen and roll, just couldn't catch the pass. Excellent execution. Badji just couldn't hang on to the pass as he rolled down the lane. Al Farouk with a show and go. Badji holds his ground. Shot short. Mohamed Fai is open down court. Long pass ahead, just a little bit too strong for Fai. He looks annoyed as he looks back at Mamadou Ndoye. Sarseni and Ike Diogu banging down low. Okoye is passed to Alani Aminu. Jump shot from the baseline won't fall. Sarseni plays volleyball with himself and gets a defensive rebound.
Finally, a bit of patience from Senegal. He's going to go in to fight, freeze himself.
Tried to give a pass to Sarseni, probably too close. Okoye drops back, his shot won't drop. Alani Aminu, who has been, of all the Nigerians, Lloyd, I think Alani Aminu has played with more desire than any of them.
Absolutely. It's a decent game. Wants to get into double figures here.
Sarseni wants a sub. So Hamadi Ndiaye will check in. Sarseni will go out. Ibrahima Thomas going to come in for Pap Badji. Aminu makes the first free throw. Misses the second. On the wing here, shot by Malai Ndoye. Nigeria come the other way.
Where's the scoring going to come from now from Senegal? Sene on the bench, so they're going to have to change the focus. Are they going to be able to do it? Are they going to get fire going once again? He had 8 in the first half. It's very stagnant once more for Senegal.
Ibrahima Thomas, you can see Senegal trying to get touches inside from their post players. And Ike Diogu just falls in front of Ben Uzu, causing the travel. Nigeria just out of sorts. Uzu. To what extent, Lloyd, do you think, playing 4 games with a short bench will take its toll on the Nigerian squad? They don't look very energized here in this one.
No, I don't think the short bench is having a factor on these. These are some finely tuned athletes. So I think the zone is frustrating them. They haven't been able to have that freedom offensively that they had in that first quarter. They didn't look tired then. the game's gone on, just the frustrations of not having that flow and not getting out in transition like this.
Uzu can't convert his layup. Ibrahima Thomas gives it up to Ndoye. Here's Mohamed Fai spotting up in the corner, and he got it. Mohamed Fai with a three. See the reaction from the Senegal bench. Mohamed Fai now with the 11 points. Senegal lead by 3.
Delay after Diago and Uzu fell together for the second time in a row. So again, the perspiration off the floor. We're ready to go now. Senegal, this zone really has caused problems for Nigeria. We said they don't have that great outside threat. Diago hasn't been able to step out and knock it down. Okoye hasn't found the basket either. And who else is there from Nigeria?
Uzu over 5, got it to go, it's a 2. Ben Uzu with a jump shot.
That's a tough shot. The Senegalese defense still held firm.
Mohamed Fai gonna go right at Al Farouk Aminu. Good stand by Al Farouk. Uzu through the gears. Uzu. He's fouled by Hamadi Ndiaye. For Ndiaye, that will be his second or third, his third foul.
It's a shame. Ndiaye got the clean block, but it was the off arm. He blocked it with the left hand, but it was the right hand as Uzu was going up. It was called for the foul. Just got him on the wrist. Nigeria struggling at the line for a team which is usually pretty good. They have the best free throw shooter in the competition. Usually they're right up by 70%, but they're down at 55, just 12 for 22 as a group. And they've left 10 points on the table then from the line. Will that come back to haunt them later in this fourth quarter?
That three up and good by Ndoye, up for a pass from Mohamed Fai. It's Mamadou Ndoye who knocks down the 3. Senegal with a 4-point lead. We've got 4 minutes to play in the third quarter here in the Palais des Sports.
Thomas nearly got that one. Ndoye gets the block, but again the foul against Thomas.
I'd like to see this again, Lloyd. Thomas doesn't believe it.
No, I'm not sure if it was Thomas, but somebody definitely got him reaching in as he was on his way up.
Foul does go on Thomas, yep. Stanley Okoye drops the first one in. Okoye with 3 points so far tonight. Make that 4.
What a difference a night makes, or 2 nights makes. Just 4 points for him. He had about 25 at this stage in the last game, didn't he?
At 22 at halftime against the Central African Republic. Nigeria literally were men amongst boys. Al Farouk Aminu gets a steal. He'll give it to Ben Uzu. Can Uzu convert? He can't. Just a pass by Al Farouk, slightly off the mark. Uzu couldn't quite control it comfortably to lay it up and in.
Very quick game. Time's going quickly, and that really doesn't help Nigeria. So trail by 2 here. Really just trying to find their feet in the game. Haven't established a grip as we would have expected.
Ibrahima Thomas, it won't go. Kept alive by Hamadi Ndoye. Ndoye rises and gets it in. Malai Ndoye with the 3. 5-point lead for Senegal.
Second 3 for him. Senegal been shooting very well, 5 of 12. Uzu tries to respond. Dye is going to pick up another one.
He can't believe it. It's his fourth. He's got to keep his hands in his pockets.
Yeah.
He's getting a stern talking to by the referee.
He was very close to getting a technical there. The referee put his whistle back in his mouth. That's always the telltale sign. He's just about to blow. Luckily, Ndai held back.
So we'll get a stoppage in play here in the third quarter. Senegal have got themselves in front by 5. Much to the delight of their fans here to our right. 49-44, but there's still a long way to go in this one.
Sarsene's going to come back in. So we look at the Senegalese fans just behind their bench, cheering their team on. It's been a very good performance. We said Senegal had got better throughout the tournament, didn't we? It was a real eye-opener for them, I think, that game against the Ivory Coast. They came in very confident, perhaps slightly arrogant to the first game against Egypt, and they really were lucky to get the victory. The Ivory Coast just shell-shocked them with a 74-46 win. And since that point, I felt they've played pretty well. You know, they haven't played the greatest of opposition, so they haven't put together a full 40 minutes. But we see here, this is the type of Senegalese performance we expected from the start of the tournament.
Yeah, their big people are much more involved, much more active on the offensive glass, getting more touches. And it's been an improved performance from Senegal. All credit to the coaching staff as they're growing as the tournament goes on. Aladi Aminu makes his first free throw. Makes them both. Aladi Aminu, the number 14 for Nigeria, with 12 points. Tied, joins top scorer with Ben Uzu.
I'd like to see Adams come back again now. No, Ndoye's played well. He hit them 2 threes, but I just think Adams just gives him a spark. Plays a different game.
Good kick to the corner. Shot is an air ball. Shot clock down to 5 seconds. And Ndoye throws it up. Oh! He got it to go from distance. Mamadou Ndoye with a 3 at the end of the shot clock. It's a 6-point lead for Senegal. Sarsene with a block. We've seen one upset already today. Will we see another one? Inside.
5 on the clock. He's got to go up with it, Thomas. Took too long.
You really need to get the ball in the hands of a perimeter player when the shot clock is running down. There's a deep 3 by Mamadou Ndoye. And there's Mohamed Fai, who loved it. Ben Uzu to the basket. Diogu with the follow-up. Mike Diogu's been quiet. He only has 8 points so far.
Yeah, the change of speed that we talked about from Uzu, though. It came off the screen, hesitated, and then bam, just exploded to the basket.
Aladi Aminu was called for a foul. He doesn't agree. It's his second. Not a lot in that. Sometimes the referees can let that go, but referee's made his decision. Mbenge at the top of the key. To the wing, to Ndoye. Ibrahima Thomas. Guarded by Aminu. Mamadou Ndoye with another shot. That won't go. Sarsene with a diving effort to prevent it from falling out of bounds. Couldn't keep it in, but good effort by Sarsene. Well, Senegal, Lloyd, you can see it. They really want this game. They really want the win. They're up by 4 with a minute to play here in the third quarter. Al-Farouq Aminu in and out. Aladi Aminu with the rebound. And the foul by Saraceni.
Yeah, well, starting to get some confidence. Senegal. Tough call.
That looks like a clean block.
Yeah, you can see why he complains. You know, the Senegalese bench, you know, every score they're getting up, every score they know how important that extra 2 points or 3 points is. Having that belief that they could cause what would be a huge upset, really, the way Nigeria have played. Everyone's sort of penciled Nigeria into this semi-final matchup and even through to the final. Perhaps that's a little bit early.
Thomas with the big rebound. Less than a minute to play. Senegal lead by 3. They received their instructions from Sheikh Sarr on the sideline. Mamadou Ndiaye lost a handle. Difficult to try and break Al-Farouq Aminu down on the dribble drive. Banuzu. Olasawere is checked into the game. Senegal on that 2-front zone. Diogo in the high post. He's guarded by Saraceni. Aladi Aminu down to Olasawere. Olasawere lost his footing. He gets a pass off to Aladi Aminu. Aminu's shot won't drop.
Just a great job, Senegal, crowding Nigeria up. Every time Nigeria get the ball, there's 2 Senegalese players on them. They move it on, there's 2 Senegalese players in front of the next guy. They're just defense by numbers. More Senegal ganging up against Nigeria.
10 seconds up in the third quarter.
This is where Senegal haven't been good. Game management, clock management. Let's see how they do here.
Great crossover by Ndoye. His little teardrop shot, he gets it to go!
Absolutely perfect. Great job by Ndoye, and we see the change of gears. What speed after the crossover. What a third period for Senegal. And who would have thought they were going to have a 5-point lead going into the fourth?
Well, Mamadou Ndoye just left Banuzu at the 3-point line with the crossover. And he got his little floater to drop. So Senegal with that 5-point lead. Here's a look at the statistics. Nigeria are winning the battle of the boards. That surprises me. They're +8 because Senegal have been really effective getting the ball inside. Look at the free throws. Nigeria have gotten to the free throw line 28 times as compared to only 7 for Senegal. Nigeria got 17 points from the line.
You see that Nigeria, just the 2 made threes. And against the zone is so often the way, it's so often the zone buster. The way to get the other team out of the zone is to shoot their way out of it. But Nigeria just don't have that personnel to be able to do that. And now they're almost trying to get the ball as close as they can before they take a shot. And as I said, Senegal are playing by numbers, so they're just ganging up. And the Nigerians, if they get 1-on-1, can score. If they get 1-on-2, it's difficult. And that's exactly the philosophy that Senegal are playing with. Every time a Nigerian gets it, we're going to have try and score against 2 people rather than 1.
So Nigeria come out of the huddle trailing by 5 points. There are 10 minutes left in this one. It is our last quarter of basketball here in quarterfinal day. First possession to Nigeria. Lewis Adams in the game for Senegal. Nigeria have got Al-Farouq Aminu, Banuzu, Olasawere, Aminu, and Ike Diogo. Diogo in the high post. And there's the 2 players you're talking about, Lloyd. Olasawere goes right at Ibrahima Thomas.
If Thomas had just been able to get there half a step earlier, he could have taken the hit and a charge. Unfortunately, just a little bit late, he's picked up number 4.
Pop Badji will check in for Senegal.
fact, perhaps he should have tried to take the charge rather than the block. You know, he tried to jump. If he just stood his ground, there was that opportunity, I think.
Olasawere makes the first free throw. Jamal Olasawere.
I'd like to see Mohamed Faye come back soon as well. I think him and Adams connect really well. Adams frees him up a lot. Now we've got Adams on the floor. Should bring back Faye.
There's Adams on the ball now. Guarded closely by Uzo. Sarsene. Handed off to Mbenge. Joy into Badji. Good motion by the Senegalese. Badji! That's going to be a goaltending call against Ike Diogu.
Yeah, he said, I didn't touch it, and I'm not sure if he did. He tried to block it, that's for sure.
Now Farouk to Aladi Aminu. Aladi, he's got a velvet touch, doesn't he, Lloyd, from 15 feet or in.
Smooth shot. Aladi Aminu. Big basket, really. And Curie have been struggling to find anything offensively. Aminu is the one that's been keeping them ticking over.
Nigeria really getting into passing lanes. Badji wants a touch in the low post. Now he's going to screen. Great defense by Nigeria. Can they break? It's that man there, Lewis Adams, who intercepts it. It's a 5-on-2 for Senegal. Kick to the corner. Mbenge shot on the way. Count it!
Huge. Huge shot. We've had some lights go out in the arena here. It's gone slightly dark.
Well, Mbenge has literally shot the lights out on that one. The lights in the center court have gone out.
And are the lights going out on Nigeria's chances of getting to the World Cup?
They're trailed by 7 points right now. It's been a labored performance by the Nigerians. You can see the lights fade just there in your picture. Adams, like a free safety in American football, intercepts that pass. So I think the referee talking to the coaches about whether or not they want to keep playing. I think if Senegal want to keep it going, they've got momentum on their side.
Yeah, if I was Senegal, there's no way I'd step off the court right now. I'd say, absolutely, stay out here for as long as possible. I think we're told that you can't stop.
So the commissioner of the game tells us to keep going. Teams will come back onto the floor. So certainly for you, the audience, your images might appear a little bit darker, but there's plenty of light on the floor, Lloyd, for the players to keep playing.
Yeah, I mean, if we'd walked into the arena like this, I don't think anyone would have a problem. Just the fact that it was lighter a short time ago.
Aminu is tripped by Lewis Adams. Just the first team foul against Senegal. Just dry up the wet spot. Uzu steps between the two front zone members. Olasawere puts his head down, gets his own rebound. He gets called for the travel. Lloyd, Ike Diogu right now getting a little break on the bench. How long do you play without him?
I think that there's still time. You could give him a couple of minutes rest here, but Adams
is so quick.
To the basket, yeah. Great move from him. No, I think Diago could stay out for a couple of minutes. Give Luau a chance, see how he does.
As I look at Lewis Adams, we saw a U.S. collegiate play earlier in Egypt's win. Asamarai still in the U.S. collegiate system, and so is Lewis Adams. What a summer of basketball it is for those two players.
Yeah, absolutely. Adams, a great game yet again. Just 3 points, but he's got 3 assists as well, make it 4 and 3. In his 8 minutes, going up an NBA player. Sure he'll have stories to tell his college teammates when he returns.
Great defense by Senegal. Olasawere. Good passing. Can Lawal convert? He can't. Sarsene with a block. Senegal on the break. Adams in the center of the floor. He kicks to Mbenge. Mbenge to Sarsene. Sarsene says slow it down.
Absolutely.
And a big shout from the Senegalese fans. Adams to the basket. Aladi Amino with a block. Now, can Nigeria turn this into some transition points? Olasawere to the basket and a charge. Pop Baje draws a charge for Senegal.
Yeah, great job. Olasawere has made a couple of bad decisions. 2 or 3 times in a row he's trying to force his way to the ring. He's got to learn to share the ball. Look at that. Clear offensive foul, and look at the position Al-Farouq Aminu is in.
Well, Senegal lead by 9 points, a chance to take a double-digit lead here. And Mbenge, the man who shot the lights out a few moments ago, on the ball for Senegal. Inside to Papaji. Papaji spins on Aminu, goes to the rack. And is it a goaltending call?
Foul's been called.
But did Lawal pin it? Are the referees going to review this or not? The referees say no, it's a shooting foul.
Not talking about it. It could quite easily have been given.
Let's have a look. Can't really tell from that view, can you?
Diago's going to come back.
He's in for Aladi Aminu. I don't think they can play long without Aladi Aminu either, Lloyd.
No, I think
Nigeria.
They'll just give him a couple of minutes here, rest him for the final 5. A minute or so is great, just to give him some legs.
Baje doesn't have the same soft touch that Sarsene does. Misses both free throws, but hustles after it. Can't get it. Diogu comes up with it.
Olasawere just getting a little finger tip to the ball, knock it towards Diago.
Al-Farouq with the little runner, and it drops.
That is an NBA player's move right there. Dropped the shoulder, pushed off, created the space without committing the charge, and then gets it to fall, and Sene is down. This is going to have massive implications for Senegal.
Sarsene does not look at all well as the physios come over to see him. Well, we've seen one NBA player earlier today, Lloyd, and Luka Boamote, as we see this again. See if we can see what happens to Sene. Looks like it's his ankle.
His leg is the size of most normal humans, so I don't think they'll be picking him up. The left knee.
That's a free spray he's getting treated with there. Now Farouq uses the screen, goes at Sarsene, and it all looks okay there.
I think Farouq gets on the inside, so it's a bit of knee to knee. As Farouq Aminu tried to drive, perhaps his knee just drove into the side of Sarsene's, and those are painful. Really are, as you see.
They're just going to drag him off the court, the poor fella. Well, he's in behind the advertising billboards now. And we'll get on with it. Nigeria trailed by 7. We've seen Luke Mbolo-Mote and his Senegalese, his Cameroon team knocked out of the tournament in the previous game. Olasawere.
I think Fire needs to come back in as the lights are starting to return here. I think Fire needs to come back for Senegal. Without Sarsene in, they need the offensive focus that Fire can give them.
Adams is guarded by Al-Farouq Aminu. Slides by him. Adams' runner off the rim, no good. Badji tries to keep it alive. Diogu with the last touch out of bounds. It'll be Senegal's ball.
This last 6 minutes is going to last a long time. Still got 5 timeouts left. I think they will all be used the way this is going.
To the corner. And Benge rises, his medium jump shot hits both sides of the rim. Ghani with the rebound. Al-Farouq wants the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he wants the screen. He's going to try and slice to the ring here.
Okoye from the corner. And Okoye struggling from the outside.
Not the greatest option. You know, the younger players, Olasawere, Okoye, on this Nigerian team need to make sure they're taking good options. You know, if they're going to take shots ahead of Diago and Al-Farouq Aminu, they better make sure they can make them.
Yeah, they just need to be an extra pair of hands, really, for Nigeria right now. Play defense. Here's Diogu, steps out for the 3. Count it!
And that is White right there. Fires back for Senegal. So let's see if he does become the focal point.
There's Malai Andoy on the ball. He'll throw it to Mohamed Faye. Mohamed Faye stripped by Olasawere. Adams again gets to the rack. Again, the runner won't drop.
Same thing for Adams. He's usually good at distributing. He's not going to score. Faye hasn't had a touch yet.
We can see Sarsene walk past us. That's good news. Diogu pulls the trigger on another 3. Ndoye claims the rebound. Adams will soon be replaced by Mamadou Ndoye at the scorer's table. Just past the midway mark of the 4th quarter. Here's Mohamed Faye at the top of the key. Mohamed Faye to Pop Badji. Badji's drive off the mark.
Chance to run for Nigeria.
Ghani Lawal to the rim. Travel. This referee right here in front of the Nigeria bench has got a foul call, so it's just going to come back.
Yeah. I think that's the right call. There's the foul there. You see the leg come out? That's what causes the foul.
The Senegalese players aren't aware of it yet. So we'll come back down the other end. Ghani Lawal will go to the free throw line. And for Hamady Ndiaye, that is his 5th foul.
And the question is, can Sene return?
Sene down the end of the bench. So Hamady Ndiaye checks out. Big smile on his face. He's got 5. Who is Senegal going to come back with? Sarsene. Sarsene takes the wrapping off of his knee. And he's back on the floor. What an inspired performance it's been for the number 14 for Senegal. He has 9 points. He doesn't realize he's got to go down the other end, though. Poor fella.
He doesn't know where he's going. He's completely lost, running from one end to the other. Nobody knows what's going on. It's 2 shots for Lawal. No, end line. It's not foul shooting yet. Yeah, good call from the official. Was before an act of shooting.
So we've got it all sorted out. Senegal lead by 4 points.
There's team fouls against Senegal now as well.
Nigeria on 3 team fouls. Okoye. Can Nigeria get Diogu a touch here? The spacing's all wrong for Nigeria. Aminu step back 3. That is well off the mark.
I think it's time for Olade Aminu to come back in.
Just past 4 minutes left. Olade Aminu still riveted to the Nigerian bench.
And Uzu as well. Haven't seen him. The 2 subs for me that need to come in.
Fai exploits
move.
the mismatch against Okoye. Gets himself a trip to the line. He's injured too. And here comes Olade Aminu right now, back into the game. You wonder when Uzu comes back too. And in for Gani Lawal. I would have thought that the Nigerians would come with Ben Uzu soon for Olasawere.
Yeah.
Fai makes 1. Still plenty of time in this if you're a Nigeria fan. 5-point difference. Mohamed Fai trying to make it 6. Mohamed Fai was in a little early. He missed the free throw. Remember, the shooter has to wait until it touches the rim. Aminu, what a great bounce pass to his brother. Al Farouk to Olade. What a beautiful bounce pass by Farouk. And Olade takes it up and finishes.
Now Farouk Aminu is showing his class here. How many times have we seen him penetrate that zone? In this 4th quarter, he's carried his team. He's kept them in it single-handedly. There's another player from Senegal fouled out. It's Papadji, and it's his 5th.
And Ibrahima Thomas steps in now for Senegal. They do have the 4 bigs. 2 of them are out, Papadji and Hamadi Ndiaye. Olade Aminu nets the free throw. He has 18. He leads all scorers for Nigeria. Senegal lead by 2. Pass into Fai again on the mismatch against Okoye. Fai, for all of his length, got something going away from the basket rather than going to the rim. Okoye kicks to Diogu. Diogu lets a 3 fly. It's good!
Great play from Okoye. Great pass. We talked about him having to take the right option, and that's exactly it. Drove to the basket, drew all the traffic. They were lining him up for the block, but he found Diogu wide open.
We'll take a break here in AfroBasket 2013. Come back and join us in 1 minute. Well, welcome back to the Palais des Sports. Nigeria take their first lead of the 2nd half. You're looking here at the coach of Senegal, Cheikh Sarr. Nigeria leads 63-62. Senegal have burned 1 timeout. They have 2 remaining, as do the Nigerians. We have 3 minutes and 9 seconds left. Look at those Nigerian fans getting behind their team.
It's curious for me that Nigeria's matchups, they have Stanley Okoye on Mohamed Fai, who likes to post up, and then Aminu is out here against Ndoye at the point. I would have thought it'd be easier to switch Aminu into this matchup here, but Okoye nearly gets the steal. I suppose they're using Aminu to try and disrupt the pass to the inside.
Fine, gets in, a little circus shot, won't go! And a block by Al Farouk from behind. Alani Aminu runs the floor, he'll give it to his brother Al Farouk. His shot drops out. Look at the bodies on the floor for Senegal, that is Sarsene. Well, you know what, Lloyd? I've seen Mohamed Faye play a couple times now, and he doesn't like to go into the low post. He really wants to face, and you can see there, he didn't use his length to finish. I wonder if they feel like Okoye can just dig in and hold his position against Mohamed Faye. For all of his length, Faye really wants to stay on the perimeter. Still just the 1 point separates these two teams. Well, the drums of Senegal and the horns of Nigeria. Which of them get behind the team the best, because there's not much in it. Faye with a clean look, wants to keep the ball cycling. Thomas inside. This isn't a good option for Senegal. Oh! Ibrahima Thomas makes a liar out of me. Well, at the end of the shot clock, Thomas somehow conjures it to go in.
More spacing for Nigeria. 5 guys on the same side of the floor. Just need to give that room for Al Farouk to penetrate.
Okoye's three, no good. He hustles after it. Last touch by Senegal.
No one went after it with any conviction for Senegal, did they? Okoye nearly got hold of it. These are the possessions so vital for Senegal. They're being out-rebounded, just dominated on the boards. 43-29 in favor of Nigeria now. And somebody's just got to get after it for Senegal.
And Lewis Adams going to check in here for Mamadou Ndoye. Ndoye comes out. He doesn't seem best pleased. .140 left to play. Senegal lead by 1. Just attending to a wet spot on the floor here. Well, there'll be no basketball tomorrow. It's a rest day for the players tomorrow, as we try to figure out who will be the 4th team to get to the semifinals. At the moment, we know it's Angola, Egypt, and the host, Ivory Coast. Aminu back out to Okoye. Okoye's going to send another 3 on the way. It won't fall. And I would have thought now that Ike Diogu gets a touch in every offense, Lloyd.
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you?
Adams trying to shake free of Al Farouk Aminu. Just foul on Al Farouk. Would they hold? Al Farouk with just his 2nd, but Nigeria's 5th team foul. So Sarsene goes to the line. Sarsene has shown a good touch from the free throw line so far in this one. They called Al Farouk for a hold, Lloyd. You would have thought that he held Adams.
Yeah. Absolutely, but first is well short from Senegal. Look at the face. Frustration. These are big shots.
Having shot well so far today, Sene misses both of those. Senegal lead by 1. We have 1 minute to play. Al Farouk, he lost it. Ibrahima Thomas, he lost it. Who's got it? Sarsene. And now it's Mohamed Faye. He's fouled by Al Farouk. And I think that might be a good foul by Al Farouk. Mohamed Faye will go to the free throw line. It's the 3rd foul on Al Farouk.
So Phi, just 1 of 3 from the line tonight. He's 12 of 19 on the tournament. So a good foul from Al-Farouq Aminu.
If the free throw is good, Nigeria want a timeout. Mohamed Phi misses both of them, but he gets his own rebound. So Adams will back it out. If Senegal can make a basket here, they're in the driver's seat. Inside to Mohamed Phi. Phi comes onto the perimeter. He's going to try and break down Alaa Aminu. Mohamed Phi gets in the paint. It's a travel. A turnover. Well. And so Nigeria will call a timeout. They have 25.9 seconds. And all they need is a basket to go ahead. Now here's one for you, Lloyd. Okay, so put your coach's hat on. You're Senegal. Do you want to control your own destiny? Do you foul and put a Nigerian player to the free throw line, or do you dig in and play defense?
Personally, I'm not a big fan of the fouling while you're leading, you know, to get the ball back. Just taking a quick look at the foul shooters from Nigeria. You know, perhaps Alaa Aminu is the guy to go after because he shoots just 58%. The others are all pretty good foul shooters. So, but as I said, personally, no, I'll try and sit it out, play some defense, and take my chances that way. Defense has held firm for Senegal. They played pretty well. Nigeria have scored just 26 points in this quarter, and they've scored just 36 over the last 3. So your defense has been pretty good outside of that first 10 minutes. That's why I think I would risk it. But for Nigeria, who's going to get the ball? Surely it's got to be Alaa Aminu, and we know that he does have a tendency to turn it over. It's often all or nothing with Aminu. It's either a fantastic play, an assist, or a basket, or a turnover going the other way. They brought back on the floor Uzu.
Yeah, that's a good decision by them. Now, Senegal will stay in. Will they play man or zone here? They look like they're matching up to play man. Uzu to the top.
I'll just let Uzu go against Adams here.
Uzu with the ball in his hands. He gives it to Al-Farouq.
That's what they're going to do. This is it for a chance in the semi-final.
Uzu to Al-Farouq.
Got to go.
Al-Farouq guarded closely. Uzu. Uzu with his little runner. It won't fall. Senegal with the rebound. And Senegal will go to the semi-finals. It's over. Senegal have booked their place in the semi-finals. The Nigerians are out of the tournament, and the fans from Senegal are making their way onto the floor. It is pandemonium here in the Palais des Sports. And you've got to wonder about the decision by the Nigerians. Ben Uzu tries to take the last shot. You don't give Ike Diogu a touch. Al-Farouq Aminu doesn't get a touch.
Wow.
Unbelievable scenes here in Abidjan.
I'm in shock. Absolute shock. A Nigerian team that have looked so dominant through this tournament and knocked out at the quarterfinal stages. All credit to Senegal. That is a fantastic performance for them. One that's deserved a spot going forward.
And the Nigerian players are disconsolate on the bench. They just weren't at their best today, but let's not take anything away from Senegal. As order, we're trying to restore order. That is Hamidi Ndiaye, who's at the point of tears. And the fans are coming off the floor. Here's a look, Lloyd, at the statistics. Nigeria dominated the boards. They had the same amount of turnovers. And Senegal just did enough to win.
It's an absolutely crazy atmosphere here. These players are trying to get off the court. The fans are celebrating. Oh, we've got...
As you get a look at the leaders in the various categories, we've got troops now that are on the court. It's an unbelievable scenes here in Abidjan. This is AfroBasket 2013. As you get a look at the top scorers, it's Alaa Aminu, I beg your pardon, 18. and Mamadou Ndoye 13 for Senegal. We now know who the 4 teams are in the semifinals. It will be Senegal, Angola, Egypt, and the Ivory Coast. And on behalf of my partner, Lloyd Gardner, my name is Liam Canny. We're going to take tomorrow off. Come back and join us on the weekend for continuing action of the African Championships of Basketball.